what tournament is this? This is called the Open Tournament. It's a NA kind of focused hour tournament, but anyone is allowed to enter. The maps are open, designed to be specifically to try to eliminate, to provide more action, less turtling. So every map is open, or as open as it can be, and then, yeah, that's pretty much the tournament. It's a $1,060 prize pool. As far as I know, it hasn't gone up. Yeah, no. That's right, Edney. Okay.
Here we are. Game number 3.
Wait, I gotta get the bar down again. Because they
they
didn't forget to do it this time.
They blessed us with the enhanced observer AI this time.
Oh, we're on clearing. I actually really like this map, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting the first time we saw it with what was it, Leenock GUA?
Yeah. I think this is like, man, I really wish the maps I picked for this tournament were in the ranked map pool. It'd be so great. But let's go into the matchups here. So we have Soldier playing as Mongols and Puppypaw playing as China. And this is game 3. Whoever wins this, I believe they make it into the money. Let me look.
Yes, they do make it into the money.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're in the money already. No, wait.
No, they make it into the money and play against.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bracket. So poor Leenock's been waiting. To be fair, it is afternoon in Korea, so it's not like he's had to stay up in an ungodly hour. But so Leenock is going to play the winner of this. We're going to definitely cast that, and then that'll probably be it until the semifinals and finals tomorrow. Okay. So, who do you favor on this map?
Civ-wise or player-wise? Because Puppypaw, obviously.
Take both. Well, take both into account.
I mean, I still think I would favor Chinese, and that's just because of if like they don't get punished early on, which it doesn't seem like Soldier's planning on doing any punishing early. I think that they can really just kind of unload with the Song Dynasty or 2TC Song even.
Yeah, so this is a map I feel like this could be a potentially tough map because I actually think that Soldier is making a mistake not tower rushing, because if you look at the map, look at the food for Puppypaw. He's got his berries and he's going to have his sheep. His deer are so far out in the map, his other berries are at the corner and his other deers are on the other side of the map.
That's where I actually typically see the Mongol try to tower rush, and not tower rush gold, because gold you don't, it's not as much, but it's the berries usually that's focused first, because that's where the IO drops off. That's where all the sheep get dropped off and whatnot there. And Chinese always struggles with food. That's always kind of their focus that I feel like is where they kind of end up hurting in the middle game.
Yeah, and I will state, a lucky thing for Puppy is he got 16 sheep, and Soldier, he's got 8 in total, 4 already being harvested. And yeah, Telebro, so Puppy got most of the sheep on the map, is what happened this game.
Just all calculated. Puppy knows his routes with one scout,
Yeah, so what I wouldn't hate from Puppy, and I think this is what I would have done, is I don't mind the Imperial Academy because he knows he's not being tower rushed, so nothing to worry about. But I would put the Barbican probably in front of this deer line ahead of him, so he can secure a third source of food when his sheep and berries run out. At least that's what I would do.
Oh, Khan circling around, and Soldier looks like he is trying to drop off these wolves at the gold, and he was just barely a couple tiles away from doing it.
I just want to state for the record that GUA was, I think, the first player I saw do this, where he was grabbing wolves and he would put them on his opponents. He did it to me once, on my gold once, and I think he did it to Aiga's as well. And I think Soldier tried to do it, obviously, but he failed. It was very close. I think it's kind of funny.
I will say they will get killed quite a bit faster from the TC of Chinese, so wouldn't quite be as annoying if you just pulled them back into the TC a little bit. And there, look at where the Barbican's drop. Not quite in front of the deer, but right behind it where they can still kind of secure it up, and Puppy knows what he needs to help himself with.
So I'll tell you why I think this should be more forward is because what Soldier could do if he wanted to, he could tower in front of that deer, and then that deer's inaccessible. So that is the reason why I would have put it more forward, just so he doesn't have to worry about that. I don't think Soldier is going to tower the front, but I think if he did, that deer just becomes inaccessible until that tower's burned down. Oh, wait, we do see a tower right here, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep, right over there to the west side of the berries, but got denied by a couple vills being pulled by Puppypaw at the same time. Khan just being annoyed, doing Khan things, and the tower's being dropped yet again.
Yep, I really, this is such, I don't, let me speak English. I don't think this tower is really good right here. I would have put the tower, like I said, in front of that deer is so much more a better spot than right here. Like right here, what does this accomplish? It's some vision, but it's not going to deny anything. Hey, what's up, Marine Lord? And we do see a barracks coming out for Puppypaw.
Onto the stone, so is going for that 2TC Song Dynasty as we would expect, whereas Soldier is looking like he is planning on a Castle Age build. Got a lot of gold in the bank already.
Yep, it looks like he is going to do a fast castle. He does have a pasture as well, because he didn't get a lot of sheep. Puppy got most of it, and that does kind of hurt him. And he is building another tower as well, but China builds their towers faster, so he should be able to deny that tower.
Yeah, and not only do they build it faster, there's 5 vills compared to 2. Puppy's just fully committing to this, will be able to get it up, and Soldier hasn't realized yet. Puppy can jump inside, and oh, there we go.
I was going to say, I think he did that on purpose to just force that tower to finish. I think that's a smart move. It at least, because otherwise he just cancels and gets the wood back, and then he doesn't lose much. Right. So I think that was a fine move by Soldier. Looks like Puppy is going to go for a second TC, and he has, he's about to have an idle TC here in a second. Oh, and pop capped. Let's take a look at Soldier.
You know, it's getting late there in Canada.
Yeah, you know it. You know how late it is for these Canadians. The Europeans, they just got the greatest time today.
Oh, villager goes down from the Khan.
Yeah, he got a villager. That's pretty nice. Soldier's getting closer and closer to that Castle Age. I'm not sure what civs they vetoed, Marine Lord. I actually would be curious myself.
Wonder where he's looking to put that second TC.
I mean, I'd almost want to do it by the second deer patch, right?
I was gonna, yeah, woodline.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of wouldn't be surprised to see woodline just because it's such a vital resource and he really needs to secure it sooner than later without having to, you know, drop multiple towers.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just laughing at Marine Lord. What do our soldiers think because he thinks Mongols is weak? Yeah, I mean, this does secure his wood. He still has a decent amount of sheep left. Like, how many sheep does he have? Oh, it says up here. I didn't even notice that. So he still has 10 sheep left, and he still has his berries, and then he has the deer as well. But, wow, not Puppy. Soldier is going Castle Age right now with the step readout, as we'd all expect.
Yeah, has double pastures as well, and dropping a third all around his Uvu. So as far as his sheep production, he should be good to go for a little bit once these couple finish up.
And I am a little surprised that he didn't try to go for the deer at all next to his base, because he sees that Puppy is going for a second TC, might even be going for a third because he's still mining stone, and he went for a barracks for spearmen, so he should know that he doesn't have to worry about raids.
Soldier reaches that Castle Age, and what is Puppy's response going to be? Is it going to be for that third town center? Is that what the stone is for, or is it just going to be for, you know, making sure some outposts can eventually get upgraded?
I will state he is going for the deer now. I also will say that I think Soldier made a mistake by his stable's really late, so instead of having knights coming out right now, he has to wait for that to finish. I think he just must have forgot to put down that stable. It would be my assumption.
He did end up moving a lot of vills off of food to wood, so maybe it was just a little late on that. And I know he ended up dropping those. When I talked about the pastures, I was kind of surprised that he wasn't dropping stables when I said the pastures.
Yeah, I'm a little. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have a little the patent spearman raid. What timing does this have to be at though? Like this is, he hasn't been on these deer at all this entire game, and then he happens to go on it, and Puppy's like, I'm gonna go raid him now.
Oh, good little pull by that one Vill, but a Spearman splits off, chases it down, and if Vill gets picked, the other ones should get away nice and safe and secure.
Interestingly enough, Puppy is still gathering stone, by the way. I don't know if he just forgot about these villagers, but he has... he's about to have 300 stone, but he's not going to have anywhere near enough wood to put a third TC down.
Vill's on the step redoubt, being denied, though, and it's amazing what 4 Spearmen can end up doing.
Yeah, it's spearman raids, they happen, and sometimes you just don't expect it. We do see the first 2 relics.
Yeah.
Forces a cancel on that tower. And we are seeing a couple archery ranges come down as well for Soldier.
Puppy still onto the stone. Maybe he's just planning on going Castle Age and then dropping a keep immediately?
That might be his goal. I mean, I'm not sure what else he could be planning here. He does have an outpost and a town center, and he does have hand cannon slits, so he does a little bit of extra damage to those lancers.
Villagers on top of the berries starting to go idled a little bit.
Oh. Nope, not going to get a villager. Soldier, it doesn't look like he's going to go for a second TC either. It looks like he kind of wants to stick to that one TC.
Oh, Spearman able to find a couple of those lancers that were around the backside, put him down to quite low health now. Going to be a little bit riskier to raid near Chinese TCs than the Barbican.
Yeah, and he's about to get his second relic, and he's going for the far sacred site. I'm surprised he didn't go for the middle relics first, but I guess it doesn't matter. He should get those shortly. Puppy is going Castle Age now with the astronomical clock tower.
Ran out of his main source of food though under his initial mill and moved all of those berries to the wood line. So I'm expecting a hard transition into a late kind of granary. So it's still going to be not only like that Castle Age, it's going to be, nope, he pulls off and sees the berries, go into wall in the berries. And
there we go.
Yeah, I was like, that is a lot of vills on the wood. He's going to need a heavy transition of farms. He's going to struggle to produce.
Yeah, he does still have deer, but those could be denied by the archers a little bit if they go too far. We do see a couple more lancers in the base of China. And we do see the 4th relic getting picked up by Soldier.
Those 2 lancers find those villagers that just went onto those berries. There are 5 lancers, or actually not lancers, 5 spearmen, 15 spearmen actually, right there to go ahead and clear those last lancers. Nope, still able to get one away.
Nope, gets it.
Now he gets it.
I do want to point out that right now Puppy has a 32 villager lead. Even though he's lost some villagers to these raids, he's still ahead by over 30 villagers because of that Song Dynasty boom.
And swapping into those granaries now.
Yeah, Soldier really needs to get something done here and soon, because if this granary transition gets through, I don't think he's gonna have a way to break China, because China's economy, he just needs a little bit longer for that eco to really kick in, and then he's just gonna swarm units at Soldier and just overrun him.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more minutes, and it's really where Chinese is going to be at like the fullest extent, over 100 vills, and that's when the vill count really starts transitioning into the military count.
Yeah, it looks like Soldier is going to lose a second. Maybe not. Maybe not. I can't tell. He's just kind of. Okay, it looks like he is going to. Oh, one more hit. One more hit. Loses that. So he lost 2 monks or shamans, but whatever. He's still going to get 4 relics. He's more than paid himself off with that. But we still don't have a second TC, so I don't think he's planning on going 2 TCs. I think he's just going to do a 1 town center all in.
Dropping an additional prayer tent to house that relic.
Grabbing that second deer pack.
More granaries being dropped with more farms, so just starting to get closer and closer to the point that Puppypaw wants to be at. First nest of bees is out as well.
And here comes the next scary part. We have a lot of Chocanu coming out. And those are going to dominate the archers.
They're going to dominate everything on the opposite side. With the spearman front line, the 4 lancers can't do anything. And the Chocanu can just shred everything.
And I don't like what Soldier's doing here. I don't like that he's making a siege workshop. I think he should be using his blacksmith to get that advanced engineering and just building his siege. I think it's so worth to build the siege over building a siege workshop because it saves you 400 wood. That is almost 2 Springolds worth with just wood alone.
And not only that, it ends up saving you so much walking time for the Springolds to end up getting all the way across the map, or traction trebuchets or mangonels or whatever it may be.
Yep, exactly. And gold is usually not an issue for Mongols. You know, 4 relics, a sacred site, plus the step readout. He's got more than enough gold. He'll struggle on wood for the siege, not gold here. And we do have the second granary up, so more and more farms coming. And then we do see a very tight, what's it called? We kind of see right now, Puppy's base is really like compact. He can't really fit as many farms as he would like. He needs to grab that relic eventually. It's a free 100 gold per minute. And eventually he'll probably want to delete these walls and just move them. Otherwise, he's just really going to cramp himself up.
Yeah, but he's almost, it feels like he'll be at max population in just a minute or 2 now, and can start pushing forward and really take map control back at this point in time. Just doesn't really know what Soldier has, as he hasn't moved out in quite some time.
Yeah, Soldier played this really weird. Like he's doing a 1 TC build, but he's not really putting on any pressure. So he kind of let China do this 2 TC song boom. He's behind by 60 villagers almost. And Puppy was just allowed to kind of boom his way. I think this game is pretty over. I don't think 4 relics and a sacred site and step readout do not overcome the eco difference of 60 villagers.
No, I don't think it's really even close, honestly. Puppy has the 800 stone and is moving out to secure the next gold mine of his. So moving out, dropping the keep on top of the gold. Soldier already has an outpost though.
Yeah, but he can just rush his villagers to burn that down. I mean, Puppy's maxed now. And look, and Soldier's not even close. He's at 117 food, 60 villagers down. I don't think there's any way he can really take this back, because now Puppy's going to start floating resources and he's going to be able to go Imperial soon.
Yes, he is already more than halfway on the way up, or halfway up to Imperial. Some of those Lancers wanting to burn through the wall. Puppy, though, firing down on them with his treb. Oh, nope, didn't decide to fire down with his treb.
Yeah, and Soldier's just kind of chilling. I'm not really sure what his plan was. I thought he was maybe going to have this Castle Age timing, but he's made 6 Springold or 5 Springolds, and he hasn't really done much else.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would expect, though, is the Castle Age timing. You can't let Chinese sit back and boom. It's like the last Civ I would think to let do this.
Yeah, and he got a second TC, but this second TC is so late. He would have wanted this TC 8 minutes ago or so if he's going to do it off of a fast castle rather than. I mean, this must have finished like a minute ago. I don't think he's had this for more than a couple minutes.
And Puppy's farming eco has fully expanded. Doesn't have the third. Oh yeah, it does have the third granary, all in that little triangle form, but doesn't quite have the third granary fully maxed out as far as farms around it.
I will say, I think Puppy's being a little too slow in his aggression. Like, I mean, I know he's playing. He's probably just playing it safe, but he could have probably just attacked and won this game a while ago.
I think this is one of those though that like he hasn't had vision on the other side for quite some time, so I'm not sure if he knows if he's just on one TC, not all in though.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's exactly it. He just doesn't know what Soldier has. He doesn't have any scouts on the map. He has no vision. So he's playing it super safe, but in reality, he's had such a significant lead for the past 5 minutes or so. Probably longer.
Yeah. I mean, he just hit Imperial. I mean, I heard the noise when he was able to build it and just really quickly built it, finished it on up. Right there next to that gold mine. Spirit Way's finished. Elite Chukanu coming on in, taking the next stone, and I'm sure he will be ready to drop another keep here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I think so as well. We do have the Spirit Way. We have Elite Chokunu coming out. I don't remember if you said that or not.
Yeah, I did. No worries.
Yeah,
it's late. We've been casting a while.
It's only been like 6 hours or so. 6.5 hours. Whatever.
Yeah.
Very easy.
It's nothing.
And we see the tower get denied, and Puppy's decided he's got his Elite. It's time to go. And you have to remember, he's going to have... What's his blacksmith upgrades? He doesn't even have +2 ranged attack, so that's a mistake on Puppy's side, but these Chokunu are going to do a lot of extra damage because of the lack of armor, that third armor.
The key is going to be, though, if they can even get up in the range to attack with double mangonels on the backside. Puppy just doesn't have the siege mass that he needs to win the fight on the ground right now.
Yeah, but he's thrown down a bunch of stables. He's got the eco to pump out whatever he needs. Does he want to pump out horsemen? Does he want to do knights? It looks like he's going to do horsemen because he's upgrading those. He can just do a horseman switch, and much like in game 1 that Soldier did to him, he's about to do to Soldier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He can basically throw away the army he has now and not actually have to worry about it since he'll be remassed back up so fast. Eco behind this, just untouched. Already actually, not only is he getting the horseman upgrade, he's going ahead and getting biology in the university to get them that extra health as well.
Yeah, and I will say that Soldier's army now is gigantic. He has 109 population into his army. He's almost maxed out. Puppy's reluctance to attack has kind of given him time to get this really kind of scary army now. He's got a bunch of Springolds. He's got 2 Mangonels, a few Traction Trebuchets. And if you look at the production for Puppy, he doesn't have that much, like, mini buildings. But, again, he does still have...
Oh, huge mangonel shots.
Yeah, all Puppy has to do is if he can just kill this army once, that's all he needs to do, and then he's gonna... then he should be able to clear it out. Looking at Soldier's side, it doesn't look like he's adding any barracks, so this horseman transition is going to work really, really well for Puppy, if he can get them out anyway.
Yeah, he dropped 4 or 5 more stables behind into the wood line where he's chopped through enough, dropping the 6 right now. So making sure he will have enough production to actually fund the wood and food and gold that he's going to have in the bank.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Right now, he's just, the reason why he's not attacking is he wants to get his production up first so that when he loses army, he can instantly replace it. And that's all he's waiting for at this time. We also see some hand cannoneers coming out as well.
Has enough for that next keep, so I'm wondering if he's just going to use some of these vills on the backside to potentially do a little kind of sneaky keep drop right when he engages.
Look at these 3 towers that Puppy made. Puppy just made 3 random towers by one of his deer packs.
That's funny.
And then I think Soldier. Oh no, he still has villagers in production. Okay.
A little bit of some Springle trades back and forth.
Soldier's gonna go snipe him with his knights. And Puppy's forgetting his blacksmith upgrades. Oh, he does have +2 ranged attack now, but he doesn't have +3 yet. If he had that +3, I mean, his Chocony would absolutely decimate even Knights because he gets that extra like 2 damage or whatever it is, or 3 damage technically.
Exactly. But at this point in time, Puppy's just going to be able to sit at max pop consistently. Soldier needs to keep remassing back up if Puppy takes these engagements, which just delays him from his Imperial Age to match on the other side.
And I think Puppy's making a mistake not getting Fire Lancers. I think he should do a full transition to Fire Lancers at this point, not Horsemen. Elite Fire Lancers are so much better. Just because they kill everything. They kill Siege fast, they kill Villagers fast. And if you really look at Soldier's base, imagine if 15 Fire Lancers ran in right now. I mean, he's going to lose so many Villagers. He doesn't have any towers in his base to help defend.
Yeah, it's always fun seeing Fire Lancers land on top of all the bills that are gathering up the sheep under the town center because of the AoE explosions just shred.
Yep, exactly. And
Puppy, slow, methodical, just move it up with keep slowly, taking the next set of stone, and then we'll move up with another keep, I'm sure, once he has enough.
I will say, I think Puppy's playing this too passively. Like, I mean, I think he's still going to win most likely, but he's letting Soldier really get back into this game. I mean, it went from a position where he had 60 more villagers, double his supply, and now he's only ahead by 22 workers or villagers, and they're army-wise, Soldier's ahead. This is it's getting to a point where he can't just A-move to victory, right?
Yeah, the scary thing for Soldier, though, he has like 77 range units. So if a couple Nest of Bees pop out and get a couple good shots on that range mass, it just goes away really, really quick.
Yep. And we do see Soldier kind of moving on to this side of the map. And we're just kind of waiting at this moment. He doesn't... I just want to make sure. Puppy hasn't made anything to make Yuan Dynasty, has he? I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
No, I haven't seen it. He has expanded to make quad barracks and 5 stables over to that eastern side expansion of gold.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a lot of barracks. I'm not sure what is he making out of his... Is he making men at arms? Or is he making spearmen? Yeah, okay.
Spearmen.
And we can see in the main engagement, the Chokanor just kind of doing their thing, killing stuff. That's what they do. And we're just seeing a lot of death and destruction.
Trebuchets in the middle, taking down some of those outposts that Soldier had up, giving him vision and whatnot. And I'm sure that will also clear the way for Puppy's horsemen to start running to some eco.
Yeah, I mean, Puppy is consistently maxed. He's got almost 7,000 food in the bank. Whereas Soldier has a decent food bank, but I don't know if it's enough. And he's being pushed back by a group of spears and horsemen. And did we ever get the +3 attack? We did. We're finally getting the +2 ranged armor as well. And those Chokanu were so heavily outnumbered. And look at how much army Soldier has left after that. Like, he lost a lot.
There were remember I said there were 77 total ranged units before that fight?
Yeah, and now there's like 30.
30?
And now, oh, cannon emplacement.
Bye-bye to that mess.
And Soldier's just starting to get overrun now. He's not spending his money fast enough. He's got 4,000 food in the bank, 1,200 gold, but I don't think he has enough production to remax quick enough. And now the flood of units is coming in for Puppy.
And Puppy moves on to the next gold mine, the next keep drop, and just, again, slow, methodically pushing. He knows he's Chinese, he knows he's ahead, and just, I don't think he knows how far ahead he actually was.
Yeah, I don't think he realized how far ahead he was in this game. I think Soldier just was too passive. If he wanted to do a long macro game, he should have done some 3 TCs build instead of his second TC being so late. But But I really think he should have focused on a feudal age tower rush. I think if he had done that, I think he honestly could have just killed Puppy there potentially, because all of Puppy's food was in the front, and I don't think there could have been much Puppy could have done, except move his sheep, I guess, and then that's GG.
And there it is. GG has been called, and Puppy has secured himself some money.
Yep, so Puppy has made it to the last round of the day. This is going to be Puppypaw versus